arahato sama sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Today we have Vibhaṅga Gosala. Vibhaṅga Gosala Pana Ewa Mewa Ko Bhikkhave Yasame Samaye Lina Jeta Hodi Yasame Samaye Lina Jeta Hodi. With the mind is slack. With the mind is people, or with the mind is weak, or with the mind is not active, or with the mind is not eager, to a meditation. The mind is sluggish, the mind is weak, so the mind is not active. Taking meditation, it is not the time here. Akalo doesn't mean it is not the time. Pasri Sambhojangasa Bhavanaya for the development of Pasri Sambhojanga. So the enlightenment factors of the enlightenment factor of tranquility, Pasadi, tranquility factors, Pasri Sambhojanga. Enlightenment factors or tranquility factors or Pasri Sambhojanga. But in the text, so we have in Vibhaṅga Pāḷi, Agi Sutta. This sutta comes from Agi Sutta. The Agi Sutta. So not only this, not only Pasri Sambhojanga actually. So when the mind is slack, it takes meditation. So it is not the time for the development of Pasri Sambhojanga. Not only Pasri Sambhojanga, Samadhi Sambhojanga, and Upekha Sambhojanga also. It's not the time for the development of Samadhi Sambhojanga. It is not the time for the development of Upekha Sambhojanga. So these three Sambhojanga is not to be developed when the mind is slack, when the mind is weak. So sometimes we feel very angry, we feel very very lazy, our mind is weak, it taking meditation. At that time, we should not develop these three kinds of bhojanga. Pasri Sambhojanga, Samadhi Sambhojanga, Upekha Sambhojanga. So we should not develop these things. Because here, the Buddha gave the reason, do suttantabhājanīyaṃ. Do suttantabhājanīyaṃ means this Sambhojanga does not reach the mind to be strong. This Sambhojanga does not reach the mind to be strong. So when you are feeling lazy, so if you develop Pasri Sambhojanga, so your mind will not be stronger, will not come to be strong. If you develop Samadhi Sambhojanga, also the mind will not be strong. Then if you develop Upekha Sambhojanga, also the mind will not be strong. So it is also the time to develop the San Sambhojanga. So if the mind is slack, if the mind is not active, at the time, one have to develop Dhammavijaya Sambhojanga, Viriya Sambhojanga, Piti Sambhojanga. So Viriya, we have to exert our Viriya. We have to exert our mind with the Viriya. So it is the time for the development of Dhammavijaya. So where we mind is idle, where we mind is slack, our mind is slack, then we have to develop Dhammavijaya. Dhammavijaya means investigation of the Dhamma. Investigate the Dhamma. Here, investigate, Kesa, Loma, Nakada, Dajo. Investigate these things here, because we are talking about Kayanupassana Satipaṭṭhāna, 32 parts of the body. We have to reflect on 32 parts of the body with the Dhammavijaya Sambhojanga. We have to investigate each of the uttasa here. Viriya Sambhojanga, we have to exert our mind. We have to raise our viriya, if our mind is slack. Piti Sambhojanga, we have to develop the Piti Sambhojanga. So it is the time for the slack mind to develop Dhammavijja Sambhojanga, Viriya Sambhojanga, Piti Sambhojanga. But Sati Sambhojanga is always there, remember. Sati should always be there, Sati. So that Sutta, where the mind is slack, here it is mentioned only one thing. The Yasame Samye Lina Jeda Hodi, Dasame Samaye, the Akalo, Dasame Samye, Pasri Sambhojanga, Jangasa Bhavanaya, only one thing. But in the Sutta, not only there, it is the time to develop where the mind is slack. It is the time to develop Dhammavijja Sambhojanga, Viriya Sambhojanga, Piti Sambhojanga. Sati Sambhojanga always there. Remember, Sati Sambhojanga must be always there. So it is not the time to develop Pasati Sambhojanga, Samadhi Sambhojanga, Upekkha Sambhojanga. Among the 7, 3 should not be developed. 3 should be developed. So 3 or 4, let's say 4. So not 3 or 4. Sati Sambhojanga must be there. Without Sati, there is no meditation. So we have seen already, if there is no Sati, there is no meditation. When we say meditation, there must be mindfulness. Without mindfulness, we don't call it meditation. So when we say meditation, so Sati must always be there. Then Uddhata Jeta, we have the Pāḷi. So Yasame Samye Uddhata Jeta Hodi. Uddhata means agitate. Now the mind restless. When the mind is restless, when the mind is agitated. Akalo here, Akalo Dasame Samaye, Dhammavijja Sambhojanga Bhavanaya, Viriya Sambhojanga Bhavanaya, Piti Sambhojanga Bhavanaya. So when the mind is agitated, it's not the time for the development of Dhammavijja. So your mind is agitated. How can you investigate? Sorry. So your mind is agitated. Your mind is restless. How can you do Dhammavijja? So when your mind is restless, your mind is agitated, don't do Dhammavijja. Because even those you do Dhammavijja. So investigate the meditation object. So you should not do that. Viriya. So if you make viriya also no. Piti. So no. So what kind of bhojanga should we develop when our mind is agitated? So kalo here. Kalo dasame samaye. Kalo dasame samaye. Pasari sambhojanga sa bhavanaya. Samadhi sambhojanga sa bhavanaya. Upekkha sambhojanga sa bhavanaya. When the mind is agitated, it is the time for the development of pasari, samadhi, upekkha sambhojanga. So agitated here. When the mind is agitated, kalo dasame samaye. The yasame samaye. Uddhata Jeta Hodi Kalo Dasame Samye Pasari Sambhojanga Bhavanaya. 3 Sambhojanga should be developed. So you can refer to the Aki Sutta there. Bhojanga Sayuddha. The Sayuddha here, Mahavaga Sayuddha. Mahavaga Sayuddha, you see, most of the suttas are small sutta you can see there. Sada Bhojanga, for example, the Buddha enumerate only 7 kinds of bhojanga without giving any further explanation. So the suttas are short there in Mahavaga Sayuddha. So if we take meditation, so we should also study the Sayuddha Nikaya. Sayuddha Nikaya, the Mahavaga Sayuddha. There are many kinds of short sutta. The Agi Sutta there. Agi Sutta is one of them. So the Atthakatha said, Uddhata No, yeah. Kalo akalo. So Uddhata, if the mind is agitated, one has to develop pasadi, samadhi, upekha, sambhojjhanga. So pasadi, sambhojjhanga, your mind is agitated. Then you have to develop pasadi, sambhojjhanga. If your mind is agitated, you have to exert your mind, your virya. You have to rise your virya, your virya, but samadhi. Upekha, sometimes you have to neglect it, neglect the object, but the upekha sabojjhanga, the uddhata chaita here. So when the mind is agitated, we should not develop dhammavicaya, virya, piti. When the mind is agitated, we should develop pasadi, samadhi, upekha. Samadhi, agitation is samadhi, is opposite, So we have to establish samadhi. When we establish samadhi, our mind will not be agitated anymore, will not be restless. So our mind becomes restless. If we where our mind is restless, we have to establish samadhi. So Sri always there. Uddhadasa, Chaitasa, Nikahana. If our mind is agitated, we should oppress that mind. We should oppress the agitated mind by what? By pasadi, samadhi, upekha, sambhojjhanga. So if our mind is slack, so we should exalt, you see. We should exalt our mind. When it is slack, we should exalt our mind. So uddhadasa, chaitasa, nikahana, the Atthakatha said. Linasa, pekanana. So here the Pali given here very short, very short. So it's Sayadaw Mahavake, Bhojjhanga Sayode, Bhojjhanga Sayadaw, Bhojjhanga Sayadaw. Sayadaw, Pali, Mahavaga. Sayadaw, we have 5 Sayadaw. Mahavaga is one of them, the fifth volume, Mahavaga. So Sayadaw Mahavaga, Bhojjhanga Sayode, Bhojjhanga Sayadaw, Agada Mewa, the already mentioned there. So you should go to the original sutta. Here, this sutta is not mentioned fully, just piece of information given here. So you should go to the Aki Sutta, Bhojjhanga Sayadaw, Aki Sutta. There you will see there, where the mind is slack. What kind of Bhojjhanga we should develop? What kind of Bhojjhanga we should not develop? Then, when the mind is agitated, what kind of Bhojjhanga we should develop? What kind of Bhojjhanga we should not develop? But sati, staying kohabego sabata sadhaka. So sati must always be there. So whenever we take meditation, any kinds of meditation, whether our mind is slack or agitated, doesn't matter. We must always be mindful there. If we are not mindful, we do not call ourselves meditator. So you are called meditator because you are mindful of the object. If you are not mindful of the object, you are no more meditator. Even though you are sitting there, even though you are sitting the whole day, or where you are sitting, if you are drowsing, also, it is not meditator. You are not meditator. Only where you are mindful of the meditation object, you are called meditator. So when we say meditation, there must always be sati. Without sati, we do not say meditation. Okay, here, 3 sutta we have learned, 3 sutta. So let's sum up these sutta, 3 sutta. Number 1, Nimitta Sutta. Nimitta Sutta to balance samadhi and virya. Samadhi, virya must be balanced mutually. Samadhi, the virya. So Nimitta Sutta, where we are taking meditation, where we are contemplating the kaya in the body. the body, we take meditate, contemplate the body is the body, or we contemplate any one of these 32 parts of the body. So we should balance our samadhi and viriya. This is one point. According to Satipaṭṭhānavibhaṅgo Sutta, we should incline our mind to Nibbana. This is the point. We should incline our mind to the Nibbana. Our inclination also must be noble, must be the strong. Inclination to Nibbana also should be strong. We must have inclination to Nibbana. So the inclination also must be strong, according to Satipaṭṭhānavibhaṅgo Sutta. So according to Vibhaṅga Sutta, so we must be careful with the time. Now, which time should we develop what kind of Vibhaṅga? What time we should not develop what type or what kind of Vibhaṅga? We also should know. So these three sutta also very important to bring to our mind. We have to bring to our mind. We have to keep in our mind where we are taking meditation. So if we do not know these things, the way our way may be deviated. For the meditation. So if we know these things, we can practice correctly. We can practice meditation correctly. Otherwise, you see, our meditation method will be wrong. If our meditation method is wrong, then we cannot get what we wish. We cannot get what we wish. So these three sutta also very important to learn, to be skillful or to bring to our mind. So these three. I suggest you to study the original sutta, coming from Suttanta, these three sutta. Okay, now let's go on. It is thus, ita sattavita okha gosala, 7 kinds of skills in learning. So we had done 7 kinds of skills in learning. Then Sukhita Gadwa, after studying the 7 kinds of learning, idaja dasavita manasikara gosala. Now this 10 kinds of skills bring it to the mind. Sutu wawuta bidwa, so where classifying, specifying, tena yogi na the yogi, ubhiya kosala was hina by two kinds of skills. By 2 kinds of skills, ubhiya kosala. So Ogha kosala and Manasikara kosala. These 2 kosala. Kamathana saduka okay daban. Now Kamathana saduka okay daban. The Kamathana should be learned where. Saduka where. Okay daba should be learned. Kamathana should be learned where by these 2 skills. 2 skills. So before we practice the Kayanupassana Satipaṭṭhāna, before we practice the 32 parts of the body, we should be skillful with these things. Okha Kosala, Manasikara Kosala. So both, we have to be skillful with these 2. Okha Kosala, Manasikara Kosala. If we are not skillful with these 2, our practice also will not be right, will be wrong. If our practice is wrong, we will never get what we wish. So that's very important, very important. So, so if you have no teacher, if you have no proper guide, proper guide in meditation, so you should know these things. You should know these things. If you know these things, you don't need the guide anymore. Or it's good if you have the guide, the one who has experience in meditation. So it's very good. But if you do not get the guide, so you should know Ogha Kosala, Manasikara Kosala. So if you know this Ogha Kosala, Manasikara Kosala, then your Kamathana will be good or will be right. Sajipanasa Ajriyana Sade Ikawihari Yewa. Long sentence. Sajipana, no, Sajipanasa. Asa Ajriyana Sade Ikawihari Yewa Pasu Hodi. If he is Pasu here, how to say Pasu? Pasu, happily, we don't say happily, suitably or properly we could say. Now Pasu Hodi Eka Vihare, if you are comfortable with the teacher in the same monastery, If Watarina Akatedwa, the teacher, you are living together with the teacher. If so, the teacher does not need to teach you this scale, Ogha Kosala Manasikara Kosala. So the Vitarina Agatedwa, without explaining a detail, Kamatana Muyo Nu Yojina Wisesa Labedwa, only where one gets the Wisesa, the Wisesa here, the jhana, let's say the jhana, the speciality. Labedwa, Kamatana, the one who is taking meditation after having Wisesa. Now Wisesa Labedwa Uprupurikatedaba, then the teacher should tell him, the father, that we stay together with the teacher. That's why the teacher is not necessary to teach very detailed, because we are living with him. So he will guide us day after day, little by little. So we don't need to be worried about that. The teacher will explain us little by little, day after day. Then after we, by practicing the Kamathana, after attaining any kinds of specialty, any kind of jhana, then the teacher will explain further. Ubrubri Katapi Taba Anyata Wasitu Kamena Anyata Wasitu Kamena. If the meditator was to live in another monastery, he doesn't want to live together with the teacher. Now this meditator here, Wasitu Kamena. So if he does not live together with the teacher, or if he were to live alone in a place, a other place, maybe here the teacher monasteries are with many people, so he could not practice meditation. So he were to live privately there. He were to live alone. So for him, Yatta Wutina Witina Witara Doghedo Katapidwa, for that person, the teacher should teach Ogha Manasi Kosala Manasikara Kosala etite. Yeah. Oda Yata Wotena Witina, according with the way. Now Waitarato Katabidwa should be taught to the meditator etite. The meditator here does not want to live with the teacher. He will not live with the teacher. That's why the teacher had to explain him everything, had to teach him everything. Now, if he lived together with the teacher, but he is not to be taught a detail, little by little. So this one does not live together with the teacher. That's why the teacher had to tell him a detail. Puna priwatidwa. The teacher had to ask him again and again. Have to check, had to test him, whether he understand or not. Puna again and again. Priwatidwa, ask him to recite Kisa Loma Naka da Joda Naka Loma Kisa and so. So puna privatedwa, the teacher have to train him. You see, again and again until he get it, because he will not stay with the teacher. He will be alone in other place. That's why the teacher have to teach him carefully, a detail here. Puna privatedwa, whether he understand or not, the teacher had to ask him again and again. Whether he got by heart, the teacher has to ask him again and again. Privatedwa sabba gatitanin chededwa. Sabba ganti means how to say here, the unclear word, ganti tane, unclear words. All unclear words, chendedwa should be chended here cut all the unclear word, means making every word clear. What is Kesa, what is Loma, what is Naka, what is Dada, what is the jaw? Now, whatever word, he must be clear. Whatever object, he must be clear. The Kesa, related to the Kesa, he must explain it very clear. Then he will be able to take that Kesa as meditation object. So, Sabhagati Tana, Chendedwa must cut all the difficulties related to the word here. Kamatana Bhavanaya Anurupa. Kamatana Anurupa Sinasana. The Sinasana, the place which is suitable for taking meditation here. Kamatana Bhavanaya Anurupa Sinasana. The place, Ananurupa Sinasana Pahaya. So Pahaya. Avoiding the sinasana which is not suitable for taking meditation. Kamatana Bhavanaya for the development of meditation. So for taking meditation here. Avoiding sinasana, the monastery, avoiding the monastery, that is not suitable. Ananurupan, that is not suitable for taking meditation. So the place not suitable, you know, at a university, for example, in our university, there are many students, many people. We have to meet them, we have to see them every day. So this place is not suitable place for meditation. So we have to avoid such kind of place. Very big monastery, very big compounds, very big university with many people. So that's not suitable. That's not suitable place. So the new monastery, for example, where you start to be established monastery, what you have to do? You are very busy. So everyone is very busy there. They had to do many things to construct, you see, the monastery. The new monastery is not suitable for the yogi to stay there, because he will be very busy there. If he is busy, he cannot take meditation. He cannot contemplate these things. So he also had to avoid these as suitable places, as suitable monastery for Kamatana. So a very big monastery, many people here. We are very busy with learning, with studying, with teaching. Now for me also, you know, before I teach, I have to read a lot. So for you also, you have to learn a lot. So this place is not suitable for meditation. So we have to avoid. So if you stay here, you will not say, you will not declare you are a meditator. You cannot take meditation. Why? Because, so this place you see is better than the monastery. In the monastery, we have to do a lot also, you know, a big monastery. We have to clear the ground. We have to take care of the plot. We have to clear the monastery. We have many duties in the big monastery. In the new monastery also, we have many things to do. So it's not suitable place for taking meditation. So Pahaya, Sinasana Pahaya, we should avoid such kinds of unsuitable places. Mahavasata, the Atharasa dosa Vajita Nurupe, or here. The suitable place here, Mahavasa. Mahavasata, the big monastery, etc. here. Atharasa dosa Vajite, 80 kinds of place. So I don't know these 80 kinds of place. So Mulatika also did not explain these 80 kinds of place. So Mahavasa, etc. here, Mahavasa, the big compound, the big monastery, the big university. So Vajidwa, or dosa Vajide, Atharasa dosa Vajide. It is the pre-flow 80 places with fort, 40 places, 40 places. Anurupe Vihara Dena. Meditator show here Vihara Dena. Meditator dwelling in the Vihara, which is suitable for meditation. Anurupe Vihara Dena. So he should live in the monastery that is suitable for meditation. Kodikapli Bodu Pachida, Kodikapli Boda, small obstacles. Have to cut all the small the obstacle. What is the small obstacle? So if our hair long, we have to cut it. If our nail also long, we have to cut our nail. So if the rope is not done yet, or if our rope is broken, we have to sew our rope. We have to dye our rope. So related to the arms bone also, if we need to burn, we have to burn. So we have to clean everything in our room. We have to keep everything neat in our room. So these are small obstacles, because when you see this one, oh, this one, it's not proper. I have to move. You have to move. You see the things in your room. In my room, you see full of the books in my room. So sometimes I keep my books here and there. So full of my place in my bed also. So sometimes I have to keep it. I have to clean it. So this is a small obstacle. We also have to cut all these small obstacles. We have to keep aside all the books. We have to clean everything in our room. So we will not be worried anything about in our room. So the Kodaga, border. We have to cut all these small obstacles. Kadwa, Yodawa Ragajari Dohodi, if he is Ragajarita. So for me, I have Ragajarita, you know, Ragajarita, Dosa Charita, Moha Charita. So many Charita, you know, Ragajarita, Dosa Charita. You see, easy getting angry also, you know. So which one is more obvious? We have to decide by ourselves whether we are Raga Jarita, whether we are Dosa Jarita, whether we are Vitaka Jarita. Most of the Jarita, you know, can be found in me. I don't know why. So if he is Raga Jarita, if you think of yourself, you have Raga Jarita. If you think you have Raga Jarita. So yena tena yasama rago pahatabo. So tena that man should remove his raga. He should remove his raga. Raga jarita person should remove raga. So raga jarita should remove raga. What does it mean? So how to remove raga here? That's so the way how to remove raga lost in our mind. So that's particular manasikare na prikama kataban. So if you think of yourself, you are ragajarita person, then you have to reflect all these 32 parts of the body as repulsiveness. particular manasikare prikama. You should start with the with this kamathana, kayanupasana satipaṭṭhāna, or kuthasa as repulsiveness. So only this way. But you know, the people, they delight in their raga. Everyone, you know, they delight in their raga. They delight in their dosa. They delight in their moha. That's why if you guide them, if you tell them, if you teach them that they don't like. So for example, I'm strong raga, I have strong raga. I'm a lustful person. I'm a greedy person, for example. If someone teach me or admonish me, you should not keep that such and such. So what happened to me? I dislike it. I will get angry with that because I love my raga. That means I love my raga. If I do not like my raga, so I will follow his advice. So I don't follow his advice because I love my raga. But if we know, you know, this raga is not good, it's dangerous for our life. Raga is not good. Raga should be removed. Raga should be abandoned. If we understand clearly, then we should start to remove, to abandon our raga by taking the prikama kataba parikula manasikara. Parikula manasikara prikama kataba. We should start parikula manasikara. We should contemplate all 32% of the body as repulsiveness. We should start, you know, to contemplate these 32% of the body as repulsiveness. So if we do not start to contemplate these 32% of the body as repulsiveness, that means we love our raga. We love our raga, especially for raga jarita here, you know, these 32% of the body, especially for raga jarita. So do you remember one of the Yama ordained Ada the Venerable Sariputta? Because he is young, he is strong, he is beautiful, he is charming, he is handsome. So Venerable Sariputta think this must be raga jarita person. So he gave him this the kutasa, this the asubha, you know, asubha meditation for 3 months. But the monks could not develop anything within 3 months. Every day he contemplates all these as repulsiveness. Because he is not raga jarita. He is bodhi jarita. He is not raga jarita. So if the person is bodhi jarita, it's not suitable kamathana for him. The particular manasikara kamathana is not suitable for him. If you think of yourself, you know, bodhi jarita, you should not take this meditation. If you think yourself raga jarita, then you start to take the meditation without his stating. You know, so particular manasikara here for raga jarita person, or raga jarita person. So I'm raga jarita, you know, raga jarita. Raga jarita sometimes it's not easy to know, you know. Raga is saddha. The greedy person, sometimes the greedy person's manner very polite. You know, the greedy manner person very polite. So it's not easy to differentiate whether he is greedy person, whether he is faithful person, whether he is saddha jarita, whether he is raga jarita. It's not easy to differentiate. You know, you may think you have a saddha, but your saddha, you have to classify, you have to clarify your saddha. What kind of saddha is that? You really have saddha, or you lost something, you see the bias your saddha. So it's not easy. Here for particular manasikara kamathana is for raga jarita person, especially. Now, especially for raga jarita person, the day you know yourself you are raga jarita, you have to start to take the particular manasikara as meditation object. Krutina panna. So how to take now the parts of the body as repulsiveness. So we need to know the way how to take it also. We know the way here, we know everything. How to, we should know the what? Okaha Kosala, Manasi Kosala, we also should avoid. So all kinds of belief order, whether big or small, we should avoid the place which is not suitable for meditation. We also know all these things already. Now we are ready to start. You see, contemplating the body is the body, but how we are ready for everything? Only one thing, we are not ready. Now we are going to take the particular manasikara kamathana. How here? Krotena, the person, the meditator who was to know prikama or particular manasikara. Now he makes prikama, krotena. Kesesu tawa nimitta khetapan. Firstly, he should take, gatan. He should take the sign. Nimitta khetapan. He should take the sign of the kuttasa. The sign of the kuttasa. How should we take the sign of the kuttasa? Gatan here. Ekawa dwewa kese lochitwa. One head hair. Here we say kesa. One head hair. Ekam, one. Dwe, two. One head hair or two head hairs. Lochitwa, pluck it out, You pluck the hair out, The lochitwa, atat a little bit you put in your palm, you see. You put the head hair in your palm, or tabidwa one not what would tabidabo, you classify the color. You put in your hand, then you look at it, then you have to classify the color. Why the color is this? So whether black or red or white. So we have different colors. In Western the country, people has white color, gray color. They have the different color. But for Asian people, we have black color especially. The color of the hair is different. It's different. Yeah, we have to clarify, or we have to specify the color of the hair here. What would be the ball? So not very difficult, no? Not very difficult. So we have to take the sign here, color. What color is this? So Chena Tanepi case allocate the wordity. It is also suitable to look at the hair cut place. So when you cut your hair, there will be many hairs. You can observe these hairs, the color of these hairs. You can look at the hair color. So you can look at the hair color. In the haircut place, Chena Tana, you cut your hair there, the hair will be there, you see, a pine. So you can look at the hair also. You can observe the color. Udaka Patewa, Yagu Patewa, yeah. Udaka Pata, the water cup, you see, the cup of the water cup. Udaka Pada cup. A yagupada bone, you see bone, we add porridge, the porridge. The porridge bone, we said, porridge bone. Yeah, udakapada cup for the water. Yeah, bone for the porridge. Allocate what did you are? It is allowing you to look at, you see, to look at the hair. You add the hair in the cut. No, you don't add the hair, sorry. You look at the water in the cup, then you will see your hair there, reflection, reflection, just like a mirror. Now, when you look at the mirror, you can see. But at the time, there is no mirror. That's why commentator did not say anything about mirror. But nowadays, if we comment this thing, we have to comment with the mirror, The mirror, when we look at the mirror, we see our hair. So we can specify the color of the hair there, whether our hair is black or white. We can classify. Here, Yagupada. Yagupata, where you pour porridge. So the reflection of porridge also, if you look at the porridge in the bowl, there you can see your hair. There you can specify your hair, whether it is black or white. Kalaka kale dedwa kalakadi manasikataba. So we should manasikataba, manasika kadaba. We should keep our mind. We should bring to our mind. It should be brought to our mind as black when it is black. This was see kala kali. Our head hair stay black. We are Asia. Our hair stay black. Kala kali. This was when we see the black hair. Kalagati manasika tapa. We should bring it to our mind as black. Now it should be brought to the mind as black. Seta kali seta. Now where the head hair become white, where we are getting old. So in my head also, you see, I can see some of the white hair. So I'm 52. So the so if we see the white hair, we have to replace that white hair as repulsiveness, as white here, white hair. So miska kali means where the hair is mixing white and black. Now my hair black and white, but mostly the black in my head. So for Sumeda, mostly white and they. Sumeda, your head hair become white and they mostly white. Is it? Meska kala, we say meska, where they are mixing, where the white and the black mixing. Usda was in a manajikata ba. We should reflect, or we should bring to our mind which one is more. Yeah. Usda was saying one is more. If the black is more than the white, we have to contemplate as black. If the white more than the black, then we have to contemplate as the white. Even yataja kesesu. Here you see we are issued. That's why the commentator classify the hair as black only. But in other country, now they may have gray hair, white hair, or even though you see gray hair, I see some of the Western people. So this depends on the color of the hair. So according to the color of the hair, meditator should reflect on it. So the specify the color of the hair. Yataja kesesu, as the color of the hair is classified, specifies, it was a galebi the japajiki, this will be named a all the japajika, all the scale pattern, or scale pattern gisa loma nakata the jaw. All these should be classified the color. Now the color of these all should be classified. The color of these five, Geza, Loma, Nakada, Dajo, should be specified. It will limit the kid was Sabakuta Tesu. In this way, take care the limiter. Sabakuta is all kutasa. One not here. One not the color. Satana the shape of the kutasa. Disa direction of the kutasa. Agasa, the place of the kotasa. Prachita, separation of the kotasa. Separate, this is kesa, this is not loma, this is loma, this is not kesa. Separation by this, wawata bidwa, specifying the all the Kodasa by these aspects, Vana, Santana, Disa, Ogasa, Paricheda. 5 aspects here. Now, by specifying all kinds of Kodasa with these 5 aspects, the Vana, Santana, Ganda, Asaya, Ogasa, Vasena. Yeah, 5 aspects. Vana, the color. Santana, the shape. Ganda, the smell. Asaya, the place where these Kodasa arise. Then Ogasa, place. Pajawuda particular store Vavotapita ball. These 32 parts of the body should be specified as repulsiveness with 5 aspects. They should be classified as repulsiveness by 5 aspects. The color, where we see the color of the hair, we should contemplate on it as repulsiveness. The color black hair, repulsiveness. We should classify, we should contemplate, we should reflect on it as repulsiveness. Particular door, they should be specified as repulsiveness with 5 aspects here, Pajada with 5 aspects. Okay. So, time is over. Time is over. So, any question here? So, you have no question. All clear, right? All clear. Pali, this Pali also not very difficult for you. But we learn Pali, we will be familiar with the Pali. And so you are Pali student, some of you Pali student, so you will be more familiar with the Pali terms, because Pali also like an English language, we do not know many things in English language. In the Pali also, we do not know many things. So only when we have learned all the Dipitaka, so we will know the Pali, the term, all the term, but it's not sure. Okay. If you have no question, let's conclude the class here because time is over, 5 minutes. Okay, let's conclude the class. Buddha Sasana Jira Detatu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Yeah, my pleasure. So have a nice day. See you the day after tomorrow again.
Yeah, see you soon.